Hi YouTube. This video is going to be about our plans to try to conceive, because we're going to start doing TTC vlogs and then pregnancy vlogs, assuming we get pregnant. We're going to start doing that pretty soon, so this is just kind of like a pre-TTC video. We had kind of planned on starting to try at the end of this summer, August or September, because that would give me the due date that is after graduation, or at least after all the schoolwork's done, because I just can't imagine caring for a newborn and doing my schoolwork. If I have to walk, if I have to miss walking in graduation, or if I have to do it 9 months pregnant, that's fine, I don't really care. Another thing that is kind of a factor, whether we try this month or next month or even later, is the employment situation. Derek wants to make sure that he gets just kind of a more solid job before we really start trying. You know, he can do that, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to be working, unless somebody wants to hire me to work like 16 hours or less. I don't know. If something like that does come up, I would totally take that. And also, if I can just kind of find ways to make money here and there, not having like a formal boss, I'd totally do that too. But anyways, that's kind of the situation with our employment. And then another thing that we're factoring in is I'm going to be under my student health insurance either until I graduate or till the end of May. I'm not sure what the exact date cutoff is, and I'm not sure how that affects what's going to be covered. So basically, what we need to do to kind of prepare to start, I'm already taking prenatal vitamins. I've been taking those for a while. Just trying to, get really healthy, take really good care of my body. I will have to get off some of my prescribed medication. What else? I don't need to get off birth control because I've been off it since June of 2008. I did that because personally, birth control just does not agree with me. I started taking the pill in, December of 2004. It was orthotricycline low, and I was on that pill for like 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, that was a big change. Like, my mood swings, I don't want to call it depression, because it just fluctuated so much. Like, at one point I thought I was bipolar, and I would just dread certain points in the pill pack. I don't know, it just felt like it was controlled by hormones. So I decided to try another pill, because they say, some people just have to try different pills until they find one that works for them and agrees with their bodies. Yeah, I tried Yaz. No, can't do Yaz. No. I just felt like numb, like emotionless, and my sex drive was dead. I was just like, no. Bad news. Don't do that. And so I tried like 2 other pills, and they made my skin break out. I've never had acne in my life, and to have all that bad skin suddenly, I was just really not happy with it. So I just said, you know what, enough of these side effects. I'm done doing this experiment on my body. It just doesn't feel right. I need to get off the pill. I can't take any more hormones. So I started looking around and found out about the fertility awareness method, which is called FAM for short. And I had this book, highly recommended. So I went out and got this, and also bought the basal thermometer you have to do to start charting. There are sections of the book that talk about how to use this method if you're trying to avoid pregnancy. And basically, that's what we've been using for the last year. Let's see. I'm on cycle 15. A lot of people thought I was crazy to get off the pill, especially so close, with the wedding coming up in a year. They were like, you're nuts, you're going to get pregnant and your wedding is going to be screwed. And I was just like, you know what, no, this method works. If you follow the rules, it's a reliable method. And I know many, many women who, completely have faith in it. And it's just amazing to just be able to understand my body. I would recommend this method to almost anybody, with the exception of probably if you're breastfeeding and your cycle's not really regular yet, probably not going to be so easy to chart, especially if you're not getting 3 consecutive hours of sleep. and you're not able to take your temperature at the same time every day, which is what, you have to do. And that, I could see how that would be hard for new moms. But, there are women who do that. I use OvuSoft, which is the software that goes with this book. It comes with a little CD in the back of the book. It gives you, a 14-day free trial of it. And don't be scared by the thickness of the book. It's separated into chapters, but, if you are going to chart, you definitely should read the whole book, just because it's really interesting, like the whole thing. I don't want to just kind of half-ass it, because I don't want someone to see this video and think that they can just try it based on the information I've given, but no one blames me if they get pregnant. It'll make you ask yourself, why didn't they teach us about our bodies like this before? But anyways, basically what you do is you take your temperature at the same time every morning, and it's like, it has to be like the first thing you do. You can't get up, you can't go get a glass of water or anything. And I put some Velcro on the back of my thermometer. It's Velcroed to the side of the bed, so I can just reach back there and grab it. And then you record your temperature on a chart, and when you observe the thermal shift, that's how you know you've ovulated. You also observe your cervical fluid, which is going to gross a lot of people out if they're like 5 years old and they can't handle hearing about what a grown woman's body actually does. There's no need to get grossed out by it. It's different for every woman, but the body, when it's not on the pill, has some mechanisms that, help you get pregnant. So when you're about to ovulate, your cervical fluid gets like an egg white substance. Like, it's clear, it's kind of stretchy, and you have to basically observe what's going on with your cervical fluid as well, because that's going to tell you if you're about to ovulate. If you're trying to avoid, that'll tell you if you should use a backup method like a condom, or abstain completely, or if you're trying to conceive, that tells you when it's time to do the baby dance, as they call it. It tells you how to chart with paper and pen, like there. It shows you how to do all that. But I use the software. What's going on here? So you can see, and it gives you your little, what's going on here? There, it tells you when you have your little egg, and your thermal shift. And, yeah, so there's that. Oh, by the way, the software is just a 14-day trial. If you want to continue using the software that comes with the book, it's like a one-time $40 fee. And to me, I felt like that was worth it, because I was not buying birth control anymore, so I just felt like it was a win-win. But if you don't want to spend the money on the software, you can go to, well, I'll just put a link up. It's, iVillage does a free version of the OvuSoft software. It's just a little bit different. It's the same thing. And also Fertility Friend, they do a different system a little bit. You might even want to have a chart on both programs, just so you can have like a reference if they ever have like conflicting information. But yeah, Fertility Friend, I'll put up a link for that too. And that's what Lucy used when she conceived Kason. So yeah, I'm sure she could tell you all about it. I personally haven't used it. So anyways, and also the good thing about having this software is you can post your chart online. I'm totalovsoft.com junkie. I go on the forums there all the time, and whenever I've had a question about my chart, you just post it. And it's just a really cool community, and it just makes the whole experience of learning to chart really fun. Yeah, so basically that's kind of what's going on. If you have any questions about charting, I'm more than happy to talk more about this, because I feel like, even if somebody wants to choose the pill or a different method, that's their choice, but they should at least know about a method that gives them the option not to put hormones in their body. And had I known about this sooner, I would have done it sooner. I never would have had to mess with all this crap that I went through on the pill. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on, and just let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully we can start doing some TTC vlogs pretty soon, and I'll let you know kind of what's going on with that. So bye guys.